Okay, so we're just pulling out of the West Ramp coach park, bound for Terminal 4 to pick up some guests from the state of Kuwait. That clicking sound that you could hear just as we moved off was the front door interlock engaging to prevent the front door from opening when we're at high speed. Because of the air pressure on the front of the vehicle, there's a tremendous amount of force in that front door, and just for safety reasons there's a bolt that locks the front door to prevent it from opening, just in case the driver presses the switch by accident. As we pull into this roundabout, you can see the view in the left hand mirror. The back wheels tend to cut in as we turn into the roundabout, and remember there are two axles at the rear because this is a triaxle coach. You can't see those back wheels very clearly, but the driver would have to have an appreciation of where they are to allow them to position the rear of the coach accurately. As we turn into the roundabout, the view switches to the right hand side, and you can see the back wheels cutting over the white line very slightly. That's just to allow the coach to clear the street furniture on the near side. The lanes get quite narrow here, and as we build up to 30 miles an hour, you'll see a silver car coming up along the right hand side. If you want to know where the back of the vehicle is, look for the shadow on the ground. You can just vaguely see the shadow of the coach, and the back of the vehicle is alongside that car now. As we come up to the first roundabout, we are looking for any potential hazards. There are some developing hazards in this video later on that you will see, and you can see how accurately we have to position the coach. The back wheels are almost on the white centre line, and the near side front mirror is almost brushing those trees. So as we approach this roundabout, it tells us that we need to be in the outside lane, or the second lane, if we're going straight ahead. So as we're slowing down, we start to scan the roundabout and see what's going on. Just coming over to the right very slightly to take up the right hand lane. We could of course straddle here if we wanted to, because of the size of the vehicle and the width of the lanes. We're quite entitled to straddle, but I just decided to take the right hand lane just to show you how the back wheels cut in. Here we go, we switch to the near side view, and you can see the back wheels have to be positioned so accurately on those white lines. We've left enough room for a car to come up the inside if they wanted to. And now as we go onto the roundabout, we're going to switch to the right hand view in just a second to show you that same thing from the right hand side. So you've seen how accurately we have to position the wheels on the left hand side, and now we go onto the same roundabout and get really close to that traffic island on the right. And as we emerge behind that white car, let's keep nice and tight over to the right hand side on the roundabout itself, and then build up to 30 miles an hour. Now we're on the next roundabout. This time we've had to approach in the left hand lane. Once again, I could have straddled, but I decided to use the left hand lane just to show you how close we get to the curbs. Again, look at the back tyres there. We've got to position them very accurately on the white lines, and once again the video is going to switch to the right hand view to show you that same thing from the right hand side. So this time again we've approached from the left hand lane. Look at the back wheels as we go into the roundabout. Again, I've got to keep it very accurate because now there's a red car coming into view, and the red car wants to come alongside us and turn right. And this is exactly why we straddle, to prevent this from happening. But fortunately the red car's peeled off, and that's giving me a little bit more room to get around the roundabout. As we build up to speed, look at that Mercedes coming into the middle of the road. He wants to turn right into the car park. Of course that wasn't a Mercedes, that was an Audi, my fault. We've got a speed camera on a bend here, which is a little bit naughty. They shouldn't really put speed cameras on corners, they should be on straight stretches of road, but here we go. It's flashing 29 to 30 miles an hour, and we've got the British Airways Boeing 777 just coming into land on runway 09 left. Now it's a bit naughty here because they've actually marked the lanes straight ahead for both sides. In theory they should mark have marked one of them turning left or one of them turning right because the lanes diverge. Although in theory they go straight ahead, it can be a little bit confusing for drivers. Just coming up to the first height restriction that we've encountered in this video, and it's more than 16 feet 6 inches, and it's not marked. It's actually a little monorail for the pods that serve the car parks from Terminal 5. There's a pod just going overhead now. Once again, the dot matrix is flashing 30 miles an hour, so I've managed to keep the speed right on the ball.